Hey, I'm Alexia from Energy 1037, and since it's the month of October, I like to visit some haunted places in San Diego. So today, we are at the Star of India.
Okay, so this is the Star of India. She's over 150 years old. She's the oldest active sailing ship left in the world. She was built when Abraham Lincoln was president back in the Isle of Man in England. Some new people think that the Star of India is haunted. We have some stories that we generally tell this time of year. So if you look real closely, we have one lamp here that always kind of moving and the other one's not. We're not sure why, but this one's always kind of slightly moving. So
Yeah.
not sure what's going on there.
It's pretty
some kind of story about the lamp. So not quite sure. And then sometimes people will look in the mirror and see something that nobody else sees. So there's little images that show up here. There's my friends. They would have had between 300 and 400 people on board, and they would have live chickens and goats and pigs and stuff down below. That would be their food during their journey. It took several months to get across the ocean to get here, and they knew that not everybody would survive the trip, so they would bring less food than they had people, knowing that some of them wouldn't make it, so the doctor was on board.
This ship was actually used to take soldiers over to New Zealand. One of the soldiers that was forced to go over was a captain in the army. Really didn't want to go, and so he actually slit his throat open. He stitched him up, put him in the first mate's cabin, put somebody in there to keep an eye on him. Well, there was a storm on deck at some point. All hands are on deck. You gotta take care of the ship, otherwise it sinks. And so he's left alone, pulled out his stitches, died right there in that room. So, Chinese man that served on board, and he got his foot stuck in one of the anchor chains. And you can actually see the anchor links down in the bosun's locker. And they gave him the order to raise the anchors, so they started walking around the capstan on the forecastle. Got dragged down, and they said you could see the claw marks on the forecastle deck. Down to the anchor pit, was crushed by the anchor chain, got back to port, lowered the anchor, and all they saw down there was bones.
So be sure to visit the Star of India, especially for haunted tales of Star of India. I'm Alexia. Happy Halloween!